Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
If you're new to this channel, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm Day.
And I'm Mo, and today we're back with our very first Q&A video. Big thank you to everybody that sent us questions. We really appreciate it. And if we don't get to your question in this video, we will get to it in a part 2 or another Q&A.
Oh yeah, and thank you to everybody that watched our last video. We got to 210 views, and we greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, we're gonna get right into these questions, so this video don't be too long because we got a lot of questions.
Yeah, we did. Okay, so the first question is favorite food.
My favorite food is Chinese food. I'm not gonna lie, that's my favorite food. What's your favorite food?
That's it. Mine, oh god, I got a lot. I like mac and cheese. I like french fries. I like chicken. I like tomatoes. I like caramel. That's not a food, but it's good. I think that's it. Those are like my top 5.
You were supposed to say one. Alright, next question.
You're mean, bro.
What is it like going to the same school as your boyfriend?
I mean, it's pretty regular. It's not anything different than not going to the same school. I think it's good in the aspect that we don't have to be apart and we don't have to do the whole long distance thing. But yeah, I mean, if you don't do anything to get yourself in trouble, then you ain't have nothing to worry about.
Straight up.
Yeah. What's it like going to the same school as your girlfriend?
I think it's easier, like, okay, so being around your girlfriend or whatever, going to the same school, it's easy like to help each other throughout like things that you're not used to, because we're freshmen, so we're still adjusting to everything, so we're here to help each other. So I feel like that's just better. In long distance, it's just, I don't think that ain't it. I don't think that's it.
That's true. All right. Who is older? He's older. Won't let me forget it. By a month.
Fun fact, both of our birthdays are on the 18th.
Yes,
I'm
that's
August
true.
18th and she's September 18th.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
That is cool. And we're both 18. Just in case you were wondering.
Alright, another question. What is y'all zodiac signs?
I am a Virgo. Best sign there could ever be, you know, just whatever. Best sign, no debate, period. That's it.
I'm a Leo, and you already know how we are, so I'm not even gonna get into that a lot. So, next question.
Alright. What are y'all's majors? My major is biology with a concentration in pre-health studies. So basically I just study science, you know, the systems of the body, and then pre-health, you know, just how to apply it to a patient. And what I want to do with that is go into dermatology one day.
My major is healthcare administration, so I'm the boss of you. Next question.
That's all you have to say?
Nah, but really, with healthcare administration, I think it's interesting because I can't stand like being there or like smelling the smell of the inside of people. That I've done it before, and it don't smell pleasant. But
You've done it before.
I went to like a little science fair thingy or something like that at college. But yeah, and I got to see like the intestines and stuff, and that stuff do not smell good. So that's not for me. But I could sit there and look through the little glass and be like, oh yeah, I see it. Pretty cool.
Okay.
Next question.
Did I read the last question?
No, I did.
You
So,
did?
Yeah,
Okay. How long have you been dating?
Oh, you want me to answer that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, 6 months. About to be 7.
Yep, 6 months. We made 6 months on February 4th, and on March 4th, it will be 7 months. All right.
Where'd y'all meet?
You want me to answer?
Go ahead.
All right, so we met right here on campus. Yeah, we met in our what do you call it? Dorm building, I guess you could call it. We met here, and this is where we've been ever since, basically. And then I think that ties in with the other question is. Huh?
Where did y'all meet?
Yeah, how did y'all meet?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't see it, but I know somebody asked that. We have 2 different versions of this story, so I'm gonna let him go into his version, and then I'm gonna tell mine, which is actually the accurate one. So go ahead.
Okay, so it was moving day, and I was here early because I had got a job, so I had to do like orientation for that. So they let me come up here 2 days early, and it was moving day, and all these folks waking me up early in the morning because they was talking loud outside. My window was right in front of the front. So, okay, so I went out my dorm, and I seen her silly self got lost looking for her room, and she went to the end of the hall, and that's where my dorm was. So I walked out, and I was like, I'm like, okay, she looked kind of good. So me being me, I was waiting at my door on my phone. I was gonna see if she said anything, and when she walked past, she said, what's up? And I said, hey, back. So after that, I just left it at that. I'm like, all right, bet. And then, like, I think like 3 weeks later, then
Yeah.
it was 3 weeks later, then my cousin, he hit me up asking me, do I know her? Because they went to the same high school, and she had posted a picture of her on Snapchat. And I was like, oh, no. But I'm like, okay, she looked good. I didn't recognize her at all. I'm like, she looked good. And you know how college people get. They go after anything. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to hit her up right now because I'm securing that. So that's really it.
That's crazy. Okay. So almost everything he said was true. We did meet through his cousin, and we did meet each other before we started talking and texting after his cousin introduced us. Just the way we met was different though. So moving day, I was coming up the stairs and I did get lost. I walked the opposite way of where my room was supposed to be, and he came out of his room and stood in front of the door like a weirdo. So when I turned around, he was right there, and like I just didn't feel like saying anything. So when I walked past, he said hi, and I said hey back. So he said something first. That's the only difference, but still, I remember. He said something first, and then I said hey, and then 3 weeks went by, and then we talked, and now we're here. So that's how we met.
Alright, hardest part about being in a relationship?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go, then I'll go.
Alright. So I think the hardest part of being in a relationship personally, for me, is just being considerate of the person that you're with. When you're in a relationship, it's not just about you. It's not just about what you want and what you want to do. And you have to be considerate of the other person. You have to think about their feelings in every decision that you make. You can't go around talking to certain people that are kind of suspect, like that will cause problems in your relationship, or you can't just do things that are questionable that will cause you guys to fight or argue or anything like that. And that's what I think is the hardest part of being in a relationship. But I think it's a thing that everybody can work on, and everybody can definitely be considerate of.
I call them fuck niggas. They always trying to ruin something. But anyways,
Crazy.
I feel like the hardest part about being in a relationship is you have to trust your partner, even when you feel like you can't, because nowadays how our age group is, you just can't trust people, but you have to have that trust. That trust is everything, and you gotta be honest, loyalty, honesty, and trust. So that's about it for me.
Yeah. All right, that was a deep question. Y'all asked some questions. This one, I don't remember who asked this, but I kind of is she petty? Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I am petty.
That's fun.
Wait, this is my question, okay? I am petty, in the sense that, like, if there's drama, if there's things happening, and you say something slick to me, I'm gonna say something slick back. I'm not petty in my relationships, though. Like, if he were to do something, I'm not gonna do something else that's petty and then, like, cause it to be a bigger problem, you know? So, yes, I am petty. Am I petty in the relationship? No. That's the answer to your question. You don't have anything to say.
Okay. Do y'all have any tattoos? No. Not yet.
It's all bare.
Not yet.
It's all bare. Never. Maybe in the future. Far away. Far, far away. My mom would beat me if I got tattoos, so.
I'm gonna get one.
Okay, so the next question is, what is your favorite thing about her and vice versa?
Alright. My favorite thing about her is that she always keep it real, and she's always goofy. She kind of know when to be goofy and when to chill out. So you gotta know.
Cool. My favorite thing about this one right here is kind of the same thing. He makes me laugh, and anybody that knows me knows that I love a person that can make me laugh. But he's also just a caring and a nice person, you know, like one of those genuine people that you rarely meet.
I'm not nice.
You are kind of an asshole, but nice in the sense, like, he cares for others, and, you know, like, he'll do things for the people that he cares about, and that's what I mean by that. So that's what I like about him.
I care about y'all. Know that.
Oh my gosh. Did you read that question?
I don't know.
No, I read that question. Go ahead.
Where do y'all see yourselves in the next 5 to 10 years?
Ooh,
I like that one. Well, if I'm being honest, in the next 5 to 10 years, we're gonna be pretty successful based on, like, with our majors. We're gonna be pretty successful. If we do somehow get successful doing YouTube, that'll be an add-on too, because we're just doing it for fun, you know. And yeah, I just see us being successful, keeping our heads on straight, and just living life.
Yeah, that's true. I see the same thing, you know. YouTube is a side thing, but it would be great to have it in the future. You know, it's fun to do. It just is really good income and stuff like that. But I definitely do see us somewhere in the medical field. You know, it might change a little bit from what we're doing, but I definitely think that's where we're going. I think we're going to be successful in that. I see us having a family, you know, just like things like that, you know, just the regular stuff. Regular. How did you know I was going to say that?
It was a joke.
Okay, the next question is, who is the most sensitive?
You can answer that.
You want me to answer that? All right, so this is two-part answer. I'm the most sensitive when it comes to, like, things that we disagree about or argue about. I'll be the first person to cry or the first person to get upset or something like that, you know. I just get emotional sometimes. But this one over here, he's the most sensitive when it comes to little things. You are the most overdramatic person I know.
How?
Because he just
I'm goofy. Just leave it at that.
no,
I'm
you're not goofy. He just over dramatizes everything. So therefore I think he's also very dramatic. But yes.
I'm just goofy.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Put your hand down. What made y'all want to start a channel? You want me to answer that, or you got it?
I think we can both answer, but you can go ahead first.
All right. Well, first of all, everybody always tell us, like, everywhere we go, people always be like, "Oh, y'all are goals or whatever," but we ain't really like pay attention to that till like everybody started saying that. Second, everybody, we're just goofy. Like, we're just goofy. The stuff that we do, everybody just be like, "Oh, y'all are funny." So we just did it.
Yeah.
We talked about it. We like talked about it for a long time, and we were supposed to start during the summertime, but I was just like, let's just do it.
Yeah. Yeah, adding on to that, we definitely, people did tell us that we should do it, you know, we're funny and stuff like that. And that was like part of the motivation. And I think before we knew each other too, we both wanted to do YouTube separately. You know, I wanted to do my thing, you know, whatever, hair, makeup and stuff. And like, you had have a channel. He has a channel.
Don't go there.
We're not gonna name it. It's not very successful, but
I will be making a new one, and it's gonna be gaming, shoes, all types of stuff like that. Basketball.
We will have separate channels eventually, and we will let y'all know when we put those up. But yeah, he didn't want to do YouTube. I wanted to do YouTube, so I guess it just took us, you know, coming together to finally push us to do it. Finally. All right. What's another one? Somebody asked, are y'all in love? I think you got that one, because I don't know what that means. I'll answer too, but I want to see what you're going to say first.
Are we in love? I think so. I believe we are.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, I think so too. I don't really know what that question means, but I'm in love. He's in love.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Everybody, like, you can just tell. Like, if you're around us, you can just tell. Like, we're always around each other. We do. It's just a lot to it. You just, if you were around us, if you see us, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's people that know that we're together that we don't even know, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think we are in love.
Was that the last one?
Wow, I wasn't done.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It was just taking me a minute. I'm kind of slow. It was taking me a minute to process my words, but I had nothing else to say. It's okay.
Where was your first date? Man, you can answer that.
Okay, I thought you were going into an answer. But our first date was actually back home. We don't live in the same part of the state that we go to school at. So, and we both live close to each other. So, that's where our first date was, back home. We just did something slight, you know, we went to go eat, we went to the mall, we played mini golf.
We shopped at the mall.
Yeah, we did some shopping, and we just had a good time.
I did some shopping.
We did some shopping. But yeah, that was our first date. Nothing crazy.
Why are you doing all that?
Who hit who up first?
Oh, I been answered that. I hit her up first.
And were you scared?
Was I scared?
Were you scared?
That's like asking Santa, do he deliver presents?
What the heck?
I was not scared.
What?
Hey.
So you're telling me
you gotta be confident
you
in
weren't
yourself.
nervous? You weren't like you didn't have little butterflies or nothing?
Nah.
None of that.
You gotta be confident in yourself. You gotta believe you can do whatever you feel like you can. So you always gotta keep that mindset. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. You always gotta stay positive. So you just gotta know you have that thing in the bag already until yeah.
Oh my gosh. Here you go.
Um,
If I would have hit him up first, I think I would have been scared because I don't know. I don't really hit people up first, and
you don't text nobody back.
I do text people back for the most part.
All right, the next question is places you have never been but want to go. That's a good one.
That is a good one. We have a list.
We do.
We have a whole list. So, Brazil. I've always wanted to go to Brazil. I just like South America. I like the culture, and I would do study abroad down there if I could, if I had the coin.
My favorite soccer player is Neymar. He's from Brazil, so yeah.
Yeah, there. Italy is so beautiful, and it's like the top fashion like place in the world.
They be stealing our money for real.
For real. Like I know we went there.
We'll be broke coming back. I'm not gonna lie because I'm a materialistic person, so I'm not even gonna lie. I'll probably come back broke. My pocket's gonna be breathing for water and stuff. No.
No. Okay. Another place. What was another place that we said? Tokyo.
Yeah.
That is probably the only place in Asia that I want to go. Not because I don't like Asia or anything. It's just the culture is not really interesting to me. But I think Tokyo is really, really cool. They just have like cool inventions and stuff, you know? So I want to go to Tokyo. Do you?
Tokyo, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And France,
Yes,
Canada,
yes.
and
Dubai.
Dubai.
Dubai is a trip though. That's gonna have to be in the future, far in the future.
Okay.
Ooh, this is a tough one. You gotta answer this one first, okay?
Alright.
Well, you just have to answer this one, period. What was your biggest fight, and how did you overcome it?
We don't really fight. Really, to be honest, we don't have big fights or nothing. Like everything, like we don't really get into too many fights. We get into like little disagreements, but it be over like little stuff. So it's like you just gotta talk through it with your partner. That's the best way to overcome all those little arguments and stuff.
Yeah, but you didn't really answer the question. It said, what was our biggest fight?
Yeah, have one.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one time we had a disagreement about what somebody said, and we kind of like put us in a bad place for a moment, but then we kind of just had to talk it out, and that's where communication came in, which is also something that I think is a big part of being in a relationship. You have to have good communication. You have to be willing to talk it out with someone. You have to be willing to listen, because listening is a part of communication as well. And that's how we overcame it. We just learned how to communicate with one another and learned how like we both go through things, and that's how we overcame our little bump in the road.
Yeah, because we're basically like the same person, honestly.
That's true.
Is there another question?
Yes. I'm gonna read this one.
Oh yeah.
Are y'all family oriented?
For sure.
Yes.
I love my family.
Definitely.
I love being around family. Anybody I consider to be my brother, every time I'm around anybody, we always gonna have a good time. So
yeah, that's true. I have a really big family. I love them all to death, even though they're annoying sometimes. And I want to have a family in the future. Not a big family like mine, but I do have a big family. Some little chillins running around.
Wow.
One or two.
Chillins.
Chillins.
Wow. Okay. Have y'all met each other's family and what did they say and think?
Okay, well, I'll go first because I met his mom first. I think it was good. I think it went really well. I like his mom, and as far from what I know, she likes me, and I've met some of his family, and yeah, it's just pretty cool. They're really nice people, really good people, so I think we got along great, and they just see our relationship, they see the love that we have, and they're just happy for us, you know?
Yeah. My turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, well, I done met the whole family. I love Mom Dukes.
Crazy.
Her brothers, I mess with her brothers. I think they mess with me too.
Mm-hmm.
I get the little vibe from them, so I feel like they mess with me. Her dad was giving me the little side eye, but you know, you gotta be respectful.
Whoa!
I'm about to say,
you gotta be what?
You gotta be respectful.
Okay.
You gotta shake his hand and look him in the eye, like, and you gotta introduce yourself. But you know, it's just being a dad and all. So I respect that. But yeah, but I get along with everybody pretty great. Her mom loves me, so I think we good.
Lord have mercy. Okay. This one, we should have done this earlier, but what did y'all think about each other before you met?
Oh, I want to hear this.
What you want to hear? Honestly, just from my past experiences with guys in high school and stuff, I didn't really think he was any different. Just knowing his cousin, number one, I just thought, you know, I had that mentality, you know, all guys are the same. They all do the same stuff, you know, that type of thing. And I was like, okay, we're going to talk for a little bit and then that's going to be it. But he definitely did prove me wrong, you know. He showed me something a little different or whatever. So that's good. What about you?
Females, you can't trust them. Nah, I'm playing.
What?
Nah. I trust her and I love her to death. She changed my whole mindset on females because you just couldn't really trust them. But she changed my whole perspective, and she changed me a lot. Well, not really changed me, but like helped me grow as a person. I helped her grow as a person. So
yeah, definitely.
like when I first seen her, I was just like, I don't know. I just gotta see what happens.
He thought I was gonna play him. But no, seriously though, you do have to think about that sometimes, you know, how we both had that mentality of like, you know, this side isn't and this side isn't it either, you know, like we both thought, oh, they're untrustworthy, you know, like they play around, they're not serious about anything, but it really just takes the right person to show you something different or to show you how you should be treated for you to understand, you know, how it should be. And that's what we got. And I don't think that's all the questions. Let's see. What was the wildest thing y'all have ever done? You got anything for that?
You got anything for that?
I can name something wild that I've done by myself, not together though.
I mean, I done did a lot of wild
I'm
things.
saying high school was a trip. You could go by yourself. Go ahead. What's the wildest thing you've ever done?
The wildest thing I ever done. Bruh. Okay, so it's this. I went to this girl's house, right? But the thing is, like, I don't know what was wrong with her family or whatever, but she cannot come out the house for nothing. So one day she told me to pull up, right? And I went with, it was me and my homeboy Rob, and I picked them up. We drove over there. So cause I ain't never seen her like face to face before. I had met her on Instagram, so we pulled up or whatever. I thought I was gonna get catfished, but it turned out she was who she said she was. So I was talking to her or whatever. It was in the backyard talking, and then the back light turned on, and that was her dad. That was her dad. So first thing that came to my head was, oh, I'm out. So the light turned on. I'm gone. It's cold. It's cold. I'm stepping on leaves. I'm running through people's backyards. I don't know who got a big ass dog in their yard. I'm just gone. I trip over like a little hill, but I get up. I keep going. I'm down the hill, and I'm telling my homeboy, bro, bring the car down the hill. And this nigga didn't have his license, so I was stuck down there. And this nigga he had the car in neutral, so it wasn't moving. Then he put it in drive. He came around. He picked me up. We was just sitting there chilling. And then she texted me back. She was like, come back. So I was about to come back. And next thing I know, her neighbors had came outside. And these niggas was behind us. They turned on the car. It was a big truck. So we was like, oh nah. So we started we skirt off. We trying to get out the neighborhood, and they following us. And it was like 8, probably 9, but it was dark. And we was getting chased, and we was on New Hope Road. And if you know New Hope Road, that road is dark at night. So, we had got ahead of them a little bit. Then we had bust a mean right, cause he lived in that area, and I didn't know that. So he bust that right, and we lost him. And it was funny, but it was scary at the same time, cause we was getting real deal chased. The next day, I think she got grounded because her neighbors had snitched, but that was crazy. I don't think that's the wildest thing I ever done. That was funny.
How? I have so many questions. Why were her neighbors even involved, though?
Because they snitches.
What? I guess.
They need to mind their business.
That's wild.
That was funny, though.
I haven't really done anything too crazy. I'm a good child. I am.
I don't know why she lying to you.
I'm not lying. I would say the wildest thing I ever done. I think the wildest night I ever had was prom night, honestly. Like, I went to prom. No, it wasn't. Never mind. Forget that. I don't know. I don't really have anything wild that I've ever done. Or anything that I want to admit on camera, at least. So.
Alright, well, this video is getting way too long, so we're getting ready to wrap this up. If we get this video to 20 likes, 300 views, we'll be doing a part 2. So make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And share this video with your friends. We'll see y'all guys next time.